like I said, we talking about the chronic diseases and how we can prevent those through exercise and nutrition. So first, I'm gonna do the top 7 diseases, or the top 7 things that cause death in the United States. So we got number 1, heart disease. Number 1 cause of death in the United States, responsible for 1 in 4 deaths. It can include conditions such as coronary artery disease, heart attacks, and heart failure. Lifestyle factors like poor diet, physical inactivity, and smoking are major contributors. And they said we don't.
Bullshit.
They said we just be talking BS on here. That's something we talk about on here. Cancer, second leading cause, contributing to about 19% of all deaths, including environmental exposure and lifestyle choices such as smoking and diet influence cancer. Something we talk about a lot on here. Number 3 is unintentional injuries. Don't have to talk about that. Number 4, chronic lower respiratory diseases. 4th leading cause of death, often caused by smoking and exposure to pollutants. We tell people not to smoke on here. Stroke, number 5. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and some other factors linked to unhealthy lifestyle. What we talk about on here. Well, I guess I had 6 of them. I thought I had 7. And then number 6 or 7, I don't know what number it is. Type 2 diabetes, which we talk about on here. Chronic condition where the body becomes resistant to insulin, leading to elevated blood sugar levels, and closely linked to obesity, poor diet, and lack of exercises. So, hey,
sounds all too familiar, my boy.
Sounds familiar. So when they say I'm shaming and shit, I'm just trying to help y'all big back ass. Hey, where's my big back activity button?
Big back activity.
It ain't no eggshells now. We straight to it. Tune, anything on those?
Let's get to it, brother.
All right, let's get to it. Nutrition is a foundation of health. All right. What we eat directly impacts our risk of developing chronic diseases. So when I come up here and I say, what you eat is a choice. You don't have to sit in the McDonald's line, the Popeyes line, the Chick-fil-A line. The information is out there. What you eat affects these diseases, bro, and especially in the Black community. Where's my joint?
The diet don't work for you to say.
I'm not gonna say what race, what people.
Y'all could bring up socioeconomic factors, mental health. Somebody just said somebody got RAPE'd, so you don't know what affected them. What are you talking about, bro? We're making conscious decisions, so we know that the top 6 ways people die, other than the car crashes and
incidentals,
incidentals. Those are related to lifestyle choices too. You got anything on that?
At the end of the day, it comes down to choice, man. You have the choice, you have the decision. Obviously, there's certain things that trigger certain choices, but at the end of the day, nobody's forcing you to make those food choices. That's you at the end of the day. And once you come to that understanding, you can make better choices. And the help is out here. So, don't act like there's no resources for you to make better choices.
Absolutely. And a balanced diet provides essential nutrients, what we talk about, that support bodily functions, maintain healthy blood sugar levels, reduce inflammation, and improve heart health. Right? So what type of diet we talking about? We talking about fruits, vegetables, whole grains, drinking water, and lean protein. We always talk about that. And those are going to reduce the risk for heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. But when our people get these, we coming up with every excuse in the book, man. Every excuse in the book. So, hey, we killing y'all on this episode already. Let's keep it going, man. What's up with my phone? My phone tripping. Come on, phone.
I feel like people just been conditioned to do what's easy, and the brain likes to do what's comfortable anyway. Your brain is designed to keep you out of harmful situations or uncertain situations. But that comfort food, your brain is like, oh yeah, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Why is that the comfort food though? Like why is it that when we feel in some type of way, we get in our feelings, we sad? Why is it that that's the comfort food? Why wouldn't you want your body to feel better? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when you eat that shit, you wake up, you feel like shit the next day.
You feel like shit.
You don't look in the mirror, you feel like shit. You don't like what you see. You get irritable, you mad at everything. You're waking up hungover, you're mad. Look in the mirror, your belly big, you're mad. You see CMartyFit and Tune on Instagram, you're mad. But I just don't understand, why is that the comfort? Why is it to go to things that destroy us? And I understand a lot of people aren't educated on it, right? A lot of people don't understand how detrimental that food is. But you know, wherever there's a Popeyes or the carry out, there's a grocery store.
Very true.
We can get water from there. We can get vegetables. We can get fruit. It might not be the top quality. It might not be organic if you in a hood or you in a one of our neighborhoods, but it's better than going to freaking Sonic. Checkers. Them joints be packed.
So it'd be crazy. With our people.
With our people.
The community.
And you probably, the time you spend there getting that food, you probably could have spent that time meal prepping. Because, in rush hour, when people get off of work or breakfast time, shit be crazy.
And the crazier part is like whenever it comes down to eating clean, it's always considered going on a diet. Why is that?
Exactly, bro. And if diet by the definition, I don't know the exact definition off the top of my head, but diet by definition is, what your daily habits of eating consist of. A diet isn't just let me restrict myself crazy, let me starve myself, let me not give my body carbs and the essential nutrients that it needs. A lot of people get that mixed up. The diet is what you do on a regular. So if Popeyes is part of your diet, then it's part of your diet. It's like, don't sit here and say, I had a girl text today talking about what detox tummy tea should I get? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not. So you need to eat clean, ma'am. That's all you got to do.
That's the detox.
That's the detox. Drink some water. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about resistance training and how that involves muscles working against a certain force. So, that can be calisthenics, that can be weight training, or it can be resistance bands. Those are essential for building and maintaining muscle mass, and that's naturally going to decline as you age. So the older you get, I know this is contrary to popular belief, the older you get, the more you have to resistance train, the more you got to be on top of it, the more you got to develop a routine, the more atrophy kicks in. Atrophy, the loss of muscle as you get older. You got to be on top of that if you want to prevent these diseases. And no, you don't got to become Larry the Lobster or Johnny Bravo. But it's important, all right? You don't have to become a bodybuilder.
You don't got to be a bodybuilder either.
It's a whole science to that. You're not just going to wake up and be a bodybuilder one day. So, so you got anything on that?
Yeah, and then resistance training, not only does it help you prolong, father time, right? Or help you resist, what's going to inevitably happen, but, it also... It also allows for proper muscle growth, muscle development, muscle endurance, and just, overall muscle optimization. So you guys should start resistance training if you haven't already. Calisthenics, resistance bands, things of that nature. Cable machine, So I'm a big fan of resistance training. That's absolutely. Like, 60% of what I do.
Yeah, you ain't got to go super heavy and try to injure yourself. Get in there, challenge your muscles, do something. It's going to be the best thing for you. And I'm gonna add one thing, and then I see the comments is going crazy. We're gonna get in the comments, but there's a study here from Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise. It shows that individuals who engage in regular resistance training have a 17% lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease. This reduction is partly due to the fact that resistance training improves heart function and metabolism. Information's out there. So I don't know why people be so offended.
People be offended.
Do I put a little bit of jokes and, maybe a couple of terms behind it that might trigger some people? Yeah, maybe, I guess. Hold on. Let me get the button. Trigger. You can't be a trainer. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Focus on the message. Don't focus on one joke. Then they get to talk about me. You're ugly.
You have a dad bod.
Okay. Show me the science. Right, I have a dad bod. Show me the science that proves this is wrong. Like, what are you talking about, bro? So resistance training specifically reduces the workload on the heart by lowering resting heart rate and blood pressure. So that's going to help with the heart health. All right, for you preventing heart diseases. Stronger muscles also improve circulation and reduce the risk of heart disease. Diabetes prevention, resistance training enhances insulin sensitivity, meaning the body's better able to use insulin to process glucose, lowering blood sugar levels and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. This is all science.
Factuals. These are factuals.
All right, these are important for those who are overweight or obese, as they are at higher risk for diabetes. And Tune, I'm gonna ask you something.
Okay.
They be saying all these mental factors, and like I said, the girl just said somebody could have got RAPED. Regardless, whatever your mental situation is, these are the facts. This is what's going to help you, and this is what's going to prevent it. You got anything to add to that, Tune?
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to hear the facts. They just want to hear what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And a lot of people don't want to take what's out here in plentifulness, which are the resources, the facts, you know, the numbers, the statistics, and you know, do things by the book, right?
Yep.
They want to blame this. They want to blame their situation, blame, you know, circumstances, different things that happened to them during life. Like, nah, that's all bullshit. Stop making excuses and just do the right damn thing. You dig what I'm saying? It's not hard. You just gotta make the decision. You have the choice at the end of the day. Unless somebody physically has a gun to your head and say, do this, do that, or I'm going to kill you.
We know that's not the case.
That's not the case. You know what I'm saying?
And we're going to talk about this on Sunday because Tune was here to see it in person. But yo, don't be blaming a spouse or saying, I just made a post about it saying, you know, it was the boyfriend's fault. He has a thing for big girls. He gets turned on by feeding me. Y'all better cut that bullshit out. We're not rocking with that over here. Like I said, we're gonna get into that on Sunday because this girl just spammed her story talking shit about me. So and was talking personal. So I might have to cut her ass.
Yeah, cut her up.
And so before we wrap up this segment, two more things: cancer prevention and resistance training. Maintaining a healthy weight through resistance training reduces body fat, which is a risk for cancer. Muscle building exercise also help regulate hormones like insulin and estrogen, which are linked to cancer risk. So a couple tips for anybody who's watching who maybe you don't have a resistance training routine: get a gym membership, right? And you could just start by walking on the treadmill, right?
Simple.
Once you get comfortable walking on the treadmill, maybe put some incline on, maybe hit the Stairmaster. After that, find you an area, you know, do some push-ups, do some body weight squats, and then you can work your way into weight training. You can go on YouTube. You can follow my page or Tune. We have workouts there. Follow your favorite fitness influencer. But this is important. We're not in here just telling people to be a muscle head and trying to body shame people and all that.
Not at all.
You feel me? Anything on that, Tune, and any tips on how someone can get started and get in resistance training?
Yeah, man, start small, you know, grab the gym membership like CMarty said, right? And if, you know, you're still hesitant, hire a trainer, you know, ask questions, shoot us a DM, you know what I'm saying? We're more than happy to help you or assist you whatever question that you may have, but be resourceful. You know, there's a lot of resources out here. You don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to be nervous. You don't have to be scared, you know, take that step, you know, and start small, you know, start from somewhere, then grow to somewhere, you know, but you're fully capable.
Absolutely. You got to develop some structure, right? Pick days of the week you want to work out. You know, I just had a consultation with a client today. I was like, how many days you want to work out? She said 5. So I just listed some days for her. So we checking in all them days. So make sure you do something on those days. Give yourself 2 days off the rest, maybe 3, depending where you are. But you got to have some structure. Anything else you want to add to that, Tune, about structure and working out?
Yeah, definitely pick times that work best for your schedule, your personal schedule, and not only that, but within those time frames, make sure that you're maximizing whatever exercise that you're doing, right? So be productive and be able to set achievable goals, attainable goals, right? Within those durations, right? That way we're seeing some progress.
Yep. And so where was I going? Oh, remember that even moderate exercise can affect, you know, these things positively, or prevent these things, I should say, right? So even if you wanted to walk for 30 minutes a day or 30 minutes on your workout days, that's fine. You're still going to put yourself in a better situation and reduce your risk for these diseases. But another thing too, it says from the American Heart Association, it recommends 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week plus monthly strengthening activities on 2 or more days per week. But don't go by those guidelines, right? Strive for more. Strive to be better. Strive to improve your strength. Because that, like I said, it'll improve, but that's not really going to do much for you, right? If you are going to be working out consistently, I encourage you to focus on getting better. Focus on getting stronger. Focus on being at the top in your age group, because that's only going to benefit your health even more. You know what I mean? Anything on that, Tune?
Yeah, just start creating daily habits. Start implementing daily disciplines, and each and every day, just make it an effort to be better than you were the day before. No, you don't have to be, like we said, a bodybuilder. You don't have to be the strongest in the room. You don't have to be the most aesthetically pleasing.
Yep.
However, just try to be the best version of yourself each and every day. And, those small wins will compound over time. And, down the line, you'll see yourself as a better individual overall.
And one more thing before we wrap this up and get to the clips and have some fun, because we got to educate first. It's crazy. They say we don't educate, and the first thing we do,
there's no science
on every episode, is educate.
There's no
with
science.
some science.
There's no There's no facts.
We use scientific studies. We use trainer experience. We use facts. Like, it's crazy, bro. It is insane. And they be bitching and don't have no facts
or anybody,
but they got feelings. Or no, they got a lot of goddamn body. Fucking.
The diet don't work for you to say.
Nah, it worked. They die at work. That's why that motherfucking back and belly work.
Big back activity.
Back to the subject at hand. We're going to talk about hydration and how that affects these things as well. So water is essential for every cell, tissue, and organ in the body. We talked about this. Proper hydration supports digestion, nutrient absorption, temperature regulation, and joint lubrication. It also plays a critical role in removing waste products from the body through urine and sweat. Okay, we talked about water. We did a water episode. Now, dehydration can exacerbate certain health conditions, like we just talked about. Chronic dehydration, which a lot of people have because they eat some alcoholics. They want to drink all the time and wonder why they got that motherfucking hold up, where's that? I can't find these buttons over here. I ain't been over here in like 2-3 weeks. Bear with me. I don't know where my belly is, but got the belly. We'll do this instead. I can't find the belly button. Right? So we know that dehydrates you, right? So chronic dehydration can lead to kidney stones and urinary tract infections, which, if they're left untreated, can cause health issues, right? So poor hydration also supports cardiovascular health and maintaining blood volume and pressure. So, like we said, we try to tell y'all to aim for a gallon a day or as close to it as possible.
Very.
Actually, anything you want to add on water, Tune?
Yeah, I mean, and obviously us being in the summertime, right, we're more prone to heat exhaustion, right? So you want to make sure that you're keeping your body thoroughly hydrated. You want to make sure that you're keeping your muscles hydrated, especially if you're working out regularly, right, to prevent some of these things that we're speaking about. And not only that, but, water is life. Our bodies are made up about, 80% water, if not more, right? So you want to make sure that, that water intake is up there. So if you can't get a gallon of water in, I know that seems like a lot for most of you people, which it actually isn't. You want to aim for somewhere around a gallon of water. It's going to help you get rid of that toxic waste, improve or more frequent bowel movements, improve sleep levels.
Yep.
There's a number of different benefits to water, just to name a few. So make sure you're drinking your water and leave that juice alone.
You heard what he said. One thing, you see me here, I still got my gallon for the day.
This guy stays with a gallon.
I'm not. I usually finish my gallon by, like, no bullshit, like 4 o'clock. But, today I wasn't in the gym as much. I didn't work out today. I've been doing a whole bunch of work in the house. And so I've been slacking a little bit, but I will finish it. And listen, like, I'm going to be peeing all night.
I got mine in the car. It's almost about the same level.
I'm going to be peeing all night, but I'm going to finish my gallon. It is what it is, bro.
That's the caveat. But hey, at least that you hydrate. At least that you're going to be operating at a very high level.
Hey, man, this is good info. Rob, if you don't want to unbig your back, don't watch the podcast. If you don't want to get rid of that belly, don't watch the podcast. If you ain't trying to get better, self-improve, don't watch the podcast. Best Fitness Podcast out. We out of here.